I finished spinning all of my paradise fibers from the January and February packages. So I'm all caught up. So first I want to show you the glitz and glam. It is crazy sparkly. So I did 1 ply of the merino and stellina, 1 ply of the humbug merino, and then the 3rd ply was some darn good yarn fingering weight silk that I had in a gray color. And that stuff's really nice for when I'm spinning, just to add in an extra ply, especially if I have a color on hand that matches what I'm doing, because it's not particularly thick. If they call it fingering weight, it's closer to lace in some parts, like it's in between, I think. And it just does work really well to either carry along with something else while I'm crocheting or to spin into a larger yarn. So got a 3 ply out of that. It's quite a bit of yarn. I'll probably weave with all of these, so most likely after this video is done, I'll probably match them up to something from my stash and we'll weave them in a future video. But I can definitely see that using this one as the weft, not the warp, because I'm concerned that if it was the warp, the sparkles might catch on the heddle. I can't guarantee that they would, but I feel like they might, in the same way that mohair does, because they do stick off everywhere. So there's that one. The next one I did was, I think it was called Twirl, was the pastel one. Now my thing with the Twirl is that as, I guess it was top. Anyway, before I spun it, it had a lot more tones in it, but they were all fairly close together. So as I spun, they all just kind of blended into one semi-solid pastel purple color. And I matched it with some leftover blue singles, because every time I make a larger project, I end up with a little bit of leftover singles, and I just store them away until I need them for something, like now. So, matched it with blue. And I actually have a fingering weight in my stash that's like the exact same shades of purple and blue. So I'm thinking I'll use that as the warp, this is the weft, or vice versa, this is the warp, that is the weft. Doesn't really matter. This one could go either way. So yeah, another 3 ply. Finally, the Bubblegum Surprise, which was by far my favorite. And it is quite vibrant. So that one, because the pink and the teal and all the other colors in it were different enough, and as I was spinning it, it still has all those colors in it. It didn't blend into one semi-solid color. It's still a bunch of different colors. And for the 3rd ply, I again just went in my stash of little bits of extra singles and just kept using different pink and purple ones until I was done. So the end result is really fun. I don't quite know what I'm going to match this one with yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. And it's so soft. The singles I matched up to it are like a little bit of silk, a little bit of mohair. There's probably some targi and tunis in there. So there's a variety of stuff mixed in here. But the Bubblegum Surprise, I think, was just merino. So it's mostly merino. It just has a little bit of extra stuff mixed in. So that is all of my Paradise Fiber spins. And I will probably weave them all up fairly soon, because that's pretty fun to do. Maybe not until April, just because I have a lot planned for March. So I will let you all go, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon.